A lot of people ask me how magicians come up with those big illusions like you see in Vegas, you know, making an elephant disappear or a woman go from one side of the stage to the other. It's hard because we can't really build that in the big scale before we know it works. We have to make sure it actually works. So the first thing we do is we build a scale model. And this is a great example of one I've been working on for a while now. So this is the stage, and you have a tube and you have a box, okay, on the stage. And this one's interesting because we have a crystal casket. And my assistant would get inside of the casket. So she would go like this, she'd get down inside. So you'd see her inside of there. Obviously, we're working at a small scale. But actually, do you have like a ring or something valuable? You know what, I'll use my ring. If you were here, we could use your ring or your necklace or something that you could put inside, and we'll pretend this is the assistant. So the assistant goes inside of the crystal casket. That's step one, okay? And then the tube goes on top of the assistant inside of the casket. And, no, sorry, there's a cloth, I forgot. So, sorry. You have to have a shiny cloth in Vegas in every magic show, and this one's no different. Every show has to have a shiny Vegas cloth. And that goes over the casket, mainly just to build some mystery around the casket, make it a little bit more intriguing, create a little bit better stage picture. But that's what the casket gets covered in. And then a big box actually gets lowered from the top of the stage, from the ceiling. It gets lowered down on top of the casket, on top of the assistant that's under the cloth. And then you have the big slender box that's on the other side of the stage, okay? And as the box is actually getting lowered down, your assistants can hold on to the corners of the cloth. They can hold on to ropes on the box as it gets lowered down, so you can make sure that you can get some audience involvement in this as well, okay? And before we can test if we can do it with an assistant and a crystal casket, we have to make sure we can do it in this small scale. And if we could, it would look something like this. Not only has the assistant gone, but so has the crystal casket. And I promise there's no twins. That is the only assistant that there is. So I think we're on the right track with this. There's a few bugs I still need to tweak, but be looking out for this in David Copperfield's show in the next 3 to 4 years.